Hi guys and welcome to another Project Runway recap. This is season 14, episode 12, Roll Out the Red Carpet. Okay, this episode opens up to the designers sitting by the runway. The runway is dressed up to look like a red carpet, it has a red carpet with the dividers. Heidi mentions that she's going to be joined by Tim because he needs to bring in the tickets. And when she says that, I remember that they haven't traveled this season. So I start wondering where they're going to be sent. But when I see the red carpet and whatnot, they start talking about it, I knew that it was Los Angeles and they were going to use it as inspiration. Ashley is more ready to wear, so she says she's excited to think outside of the box, and I seriously cross my fingers for her because I've been fearing for her these past few episodes. Kelly, okay, this is what happens with Kelly.
Excited? Yes. I don't travel that much. I work in my deli and I go home and sew. That's what I do, and I can't wait to go. It's not my deli. I make it sound like I own a deli. I don't have a deli. I make sandwiches.
And I love her. She's so awesome. I love her because of that. She's great. So they get to Los Angeles and they meet Tim at the Best Western Hotel pool. And he's there with Tammy Lucas, which is the managing director of marketing and advertising of Best Western. She announces that the winner of this challenge is going to get 100 free room nights. That's pretty cool. After some champagne toasting, they go to this house at Hollywood Hills, and they're going to be using what they see there as inspiration for sketching for this challenge. The correspondent from The Insider, Kelty Knight, joins Tim, and she tells them that they shouldn't play it safe. I feel she's talking to Ashley. And that they need to be able to take a risk. Again, I feel she's talking to Ashley. As they're sketching, Ashley wants to go for glam. Candace, she wants to do like this train. Edmund wants to do old Hollywood inspired look. And Kelly wants to do her own textiles, which, of course, Kelly being Kelly and me being a Kelly fan, I love. So after sketching, they go to Mood with a $400 budget. And Kelly says that her Honda costed like $500, so she doesn't know what kind of dress she's going to be making for $400. But I know she can rock it. After Mood, they get to the workroom of the Fashion Institute of Design and Merchandising. And Edmund's having a little trouble with his fabric. So he bought this really pretty fabric, but he says it's just not talking to him. So he says he's going to try to channel Marlene. I mean, personally, I think the fabric is very nice. But the other designers seem to have an idea, a direction towards where they're headed, but he doesn't. So that's scary for him. This is top 4, but my top 3 includes Edmund. So I'm like, dude, you need to get it together for real. When they were hanging out in the room, Candace and Kelly, they were just talking, and Candace mentions that the designers that have what it takes to get to Fashion Week are her, Kelly, and Edmund, and that Ashley not so much. At this point, with everything that's going on so far with the episode, I agree with Candace, but at that point, I'm just wondering if maybe the elimination is going to be between Edmund and Ashley. But again, it could be because of the freaking editing. The next day, they're back in the workroom. Edmund is still struggling with the freaking fabric, and he just starts making something out of this other fabric that he had. And, then he starts draping with it right before Tim comes in, so I don't even know. Because Tim comes in for the critique. And, okay, Candace looks very simple. It looks nice, but it just looks very simple, not red carpety, at least for me. Ashley's, I don't know. I love the color changing fabric that she had. I came across a similar fabric in one of the fabric stores I go to, but it was purple, and then you move it to the other side and it turned turquoise. I thought it was awesome, and it's fun, it is, but I don't know about that particular design that she's making. Again, it's something that you would have to see as she's further along. Kelly's top part looks so freaking fun and looks so interesting, and so Tim questions her making a long skirt because Kelly long skirt. We don't know. But she decides then to just go with a pantsuit because it is for her. And yes, I've seen pantsuits on the red carpet, and I think she could kill it, but it depends on the design and how she makes it. So, it's like, okay, girl, just do you. And okay, this is what happened. She cried. I mean, this is a one-time cry, and it's okay, because it's not like the other one that's always crying. But I totally get it. She's so close. And so the emotions, tears came out. I understand it, and I love her, and it's okay, and I forgive her for crying. Edmund is still freaking struggling with the sequin fabric. Sorry about that. So Edmund is still struggling with the sequin fabric, and he questions as to whether he should use the other fabric and do a classic look, play it safe, or use this louder fabric, which I think is prettier, and take a risk. So then Tim moves on to Kelly. Kelly sees Edmund as the biggest competition, and I think so too, because honestly, of all the designers left, I think that both of them are the most creative, and their creativity, it matches each other. So Edmund takes his first cut, and I'm sort of like, fingers crossed for him, just the prayer and everything. But after a while, it still looks kind of boring. I mean, okay, the design itself looks boring, not the dress. I don't know if you guys remember from a previous episode when Lori mentioned that if you have a pretty fabric, all you have to do is throw it on the mannequin, cut out holes for the arms and the head, and bam, you have a dress. And I think it's a great dress. It's like, that's what he did. It's a great dress, but for the red carpet, the design itself is kind of boring. So then he considers cutting it again, and right there I'm just going hysterical. I'm like, no, don't cut it, because it's just gonna go bad. She starts cutting the fabric, and Kelly's having fit issues. Candace's is still kind of boring, and I really have no idea what Ashley's up with her dress. They go back to New York, and Kelly finally gets that zipper up on her model, so that's pretty, that's a positive sign for her. Ashley has boob exposure issues, so she decides to put on a strap. Edmund cuts the freaking dress again. This is like a third time now. And Candace seems to have everything going her way, but again, it's a simple, boring black dress. So while Edmund is talking, he says, I love it, because he says, there's a certain route in life when only you can see certain things. And he gets teary-eyed. But he stops himself from crying. He says he's only going to cry he says that you only cry when you win. So, at this point I want to hug him for that and obviously other reasons. But I really like that he said that, and that kind of stuck with me. They go off to the runway. Ashley's dress comes out. Okay, it's nice. It really is. The color is, it's nice. The design is nice. But that left boob coverage is a little wonky, and the strap really didn't help. She did really need to use the inside. She needed to make it sturdier, I feel. Kelly's is definitely Kelly. I mean, I don't know if it's red carpet enough for them. I feel like I could see it in the red carpet for like maybe the MTV Movie Awards or the VMAs, but with these judges, you never know. So, but I do think it looks freaking cool. Candace's, again, it's a very nice dress, but it's, it's just a black dress. I don't see it red carpet enough, and to me, the train looks a little off. Okay, Edmund, this fabric is awesome. It's beautiful, but the length, it's just so short, and it looks uneven. And the sleeves look they look interesting, but I don't know, they may look also off for the judges. So the runway ends, and Heidi announces that the four of them had the highest and the lowest. So obviously my quick predictions are, obviously Kelly, I'm going to say Kelly's going to win. Now it's just the point that I love her so much, I can't be like, I just love her. So for me, Kelly's going to win. And Candace is also going to be hung. And it's very hard, but obviously the low ones would be Edmund and Ashley. And I think maybe Ashley would be the one to be out. When they bring out the models that speak to the designers on the runway, they had, Heidi, she's like Candace's dress. She said it would have been nice if it would have been longer. Zach said it looked like Nancy Kerrigan and Elvira put together. Nina said it was beautiful, but the person wouldn't be on the best dress list, and I actually agree with that. And Kristen Siriano, which is the guest judge for the episode, liked how it was cut because it was still sheer under the arms. When they were critiquing Kelly's dress, she did say that her vision was Katy Perry at the VMAs, and you could see that. Heidi said it was sophisticated. Christian said that the details were beautiful. Zach liked the textiles. And Nina said that at first she was skeptical that she was gonna make it, that Kelly was gonna make it that far in the competition, but she did like the look. About Edmund's look, Heidi felt that it's been worn many times before, that it was a showstopper, but because of the fabric, not the design. Nina said that it was the biggest disappointment because of the work that he's done previously. Christian said that the sequins were beautiful, but they were cheap and dated. But because of the way that he used color, he would stand out, or she would stand out from the other girls. Zach said that, yeah, she would get the most attention for showing the leg, cleavage, and the color, but maybe not, she wouldn't be on the best dress list. About Ashley's, Christian thought he said fabulous. That although he thought sequins were dated, that because it had that match sheen to it, that it didn't give it that dated feel. But he did say she had fitted shoes. Nina said that it was beautiful. Zach liked the fabric for the runway, but not for the red carpet. And Heidi, she just loved the dress completely. So question time. This is the end. So question time. They asked, why do you want to move forward, and who would you choose to go with you to Fashion Week? They asked Kelly, and she chose Edmund because of the wow factor that he does with his design, and Candace because she always has a story. Candace said that she would take Edmund and Kelly, nothing against Ashley because she does ready to wear very good, but because of the dynamic of fashion shows, she would choose Edmund and Kelly. Edmund said he would take Kelly because with her stuff you kind of like do a double take and then you're like, oh, I really do like it. And he said he would take Ashley because she's created things out of her comfort zone and he'd like to see her stuff on the stage. Ashley says she would take Kelly again because of her outside of the box thinking, and she's always surprising with her looks. And she would take Edmund because of his style and the creativity that goes behind his work. When the judges go in for a closer look, they're most impressed with Candace and Kelly's. Tim did let them know that Edmund knew was a risk, but the judges said that the design itself was easy to do. Christian Siriano even said he could make it in 10 minutes. Ashley's dress, the top was criticized because of the wonkiness and the strap, and Zach went ahead and called it hodgepodge, which really isn't a compliment at all. After some deliberation, they make their choice. So remember that Jake episode I keep mentioning, the one that I said there's this Jake episode up in the air? I'm feeling like this couldn't be it. They said that 3 are gonna move forward, one is gonna be out, and she says Candace moves forward, and I thought Candace was gonna win. Like when she said it, she was like Candace, and I'm like, God, please don't say she's gonna win. But no, Kelly wins the challenge, which is awesome. She wins the 100 free nights in the Best Western, which is pretty cool. So she has this, and she has the 3D printer. I mean, she's killing it. I really can't wait to see her show. I mean, I was so happy for her. She's just freaking awesome. I don't care. They said that Ashley's color was beautiful. She's been on the top, but she's also been on the bottom. Edmund has made some beautiful stuff. She's blown them away over and over, which is why they were so disappointed. I feel like this is the same thing that happened to Swapnil. The only difference is that Swapnil sort of gave up. Edmund is trying, but I don't know what happened. So who's out? Edmund. I know, so I was just hysterical. I'm like, how could this be? But I'm thinking Tim is gonna save him, right? Right? So Heidi looks disappointed. She says that they actually based their decision on this challenge and not on what they've done before. But I'm okay. I'm like, well, Tim is gonna save him, right? So he said, unlike Amanda, that she was just blaming everybody else. He says that, you know, it was his choices that brought him there, that got him the elimination. And I'm thinking, well, Tim is gonna save him, right? And you don't know, because they just cut it there. So actually, you get to find out next week, which to me says, yes, Tim is gonna save his ass, and Tim better save him, because if not, I'm gonna flip. Anyways, I guess we have to wait another week to find out, to see Edmund being saved, because I know he's gonna be saved. Don't forget to check out the scorecard, guys. This is Project Runway Season 14, Episode 12, Roll Out the Red Carpet. Till next time, guys. Bye.